Hey everybody, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I ran this fast. Whoever's making these little Lego clips, whoever, y'all are fast. Which I know is like, okay, it just happened last night. It's been, it's 4:13 and I'm just saying, I don't know when they put it out. So, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, that, the presidential dinner last night got shot at. And then my question is, why was you naked, sir? Why? Like Danny Wahlberg? Yeah, in 6 Sense. Only Danny. See, I don't know if that man, okay, the reason why I say he was naked is because when they showed from a wide angle and him laying on the ground, they had one of them blankets over his bottom half. So that leads to me saying that he didn't have any bottom. And it could have just been underwear. Or he might have just took off his shirt. I don't know. I wasn't there. But this is what I said last night. And I feel validated just a tad bit. Because I'm not the only one that was thinking that. And I know I'm not the only one that has said this since last night. And I was telling Gary when I heard about it from Josiah Pondering Politics. That's where I heard it from. And so I told Gary. And then, and I think he heard it from CNN. Caitlin Thomas, I think that's her name. Caitlin something. And it was a man. What was his name? A man, CNN. Anyways, I said last night, what's the coincidence that the party gets gunfire shots right after Marjorie Taylor Greene has been making her rounds? And it wasn't just her. I heard from a couple of, I think Megan, I forgot her name. She, Fox News adjacent. Megan, I forgot her last name. And I think even Piers Morgan, I think he's been making light rounds with it also, saying that, why are MAGAs, or why didn't they want to figure out why that boy in what was that, Pittsburgh, when he the earshot, why wasn't they all up in arms? Why didn't they want to know why he did it? When, not when, but why did he do it? What was the reason? Because at first they was like, oh, Democrats. Then it was like, oh no, he's from a Burgundy, not even Burgundy, from a blood red family, gun-toting, Republican, and before Republicans changed to be the other side, they were Democrats. When the Democrats was for slavery, and then before the party switched. That's all I'm saying. So deep Democrat till it switched, and then it was deep Republican family. I don't know that to be true. These are just my words. But I was like, what is the coincidence that they've been talking about, oh, was the shooting fake? Did he fake it? Was it real? Why did y'all kill that boy? Why are y'all not talking about the man that was sitting behind Trump that got shot, that died? Like, look, I still am sorry to the family. I didn't do it, but I still have empathy for the family, even though I'm not gonna speak ill of death. The stories I heard from his kids, he seemed like he was a great dad. Some of the men that he worked with at the firehouse said he was a great man, co-worker. So I'm not speaking ill on him because I don't know nothing about him. Only know what I heard, and what I heard is, oh yeah, he was nice. Da, da, da. Okay, so I say that to say, whisperings started going around. Okay, did he really get shot? Was it a real shot? Oh, his ear healed pretty fast. If somebody got shot in the ear with an AR-15, it would have took off half of his head. And yeah, it don't have to hit him in the head because just the wind, just the pure vision. I know that's not the right word. The pure motion of the bullet would have took more than just a tip off the ear. It would have took a little bit more than that. But see, that's just me saying that. And I even, look, let's play. I'm willing to even say that, no, the bullet did not hit him. Maybe it hit the podium, not the podium, the little glass thing that he had in front of him. That chipped off because the bullet chipped it. And it chipped that little plastic off. That plastic thing is what fell and hit him in the ear. He felt that and then dropped. That's all I'm saying before we heard the actual bang. Because it happened so fast. I'm even willing to give him that. But he's the one that said he was shot. And, that makes me think of Draco Malfoy when Buckbeak scratched him. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. And they're like, dude, it's a scratch. I mean, yeah, it was a serious scratch. But he was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Keep it away from me. And it's like, dude, like I know Harry Potter wasn't a day-by-day movie, but it was like not even the next scene. I mean, he got scratched, and then the next thing you see him have his arm in the sling. The next time you see him, his arm's not in the sling. So it's like, okay, hypochondriac much? But anyways, I understand. Someone scratching me, I'm thinking I'm dying also. So let's just say it was a Draco moment, not the pew pew Draco Malfoy. Let's say it was one of them moments. He thought it was worse than it was. You're gonna have to come down off of your high horse, sir, Mr. Donald, because you keep crying wolf. Eventually, nobody's not going to listen to you. Because the wolf got cried with the butler. The wolf got cried at your golf course. The wolf got cried. It was something else. And then now this dinner. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying that all them things did not happen. But you crying louder than what really happened is going to make people stop listening. I said that. I've seen a gun, or I've seen a video. I'm not saying if it's real, I'm just saying I've seen a video. Not proof, because I was not there. I've seen a video of the alleged person coming up on the roof in the wide open with a gun. But anyways, I digress. I've seen a person climb up on the building, and I'm assuming he was laying down, whatever. So I seen that little clip. Seen that. Not saying that was proof. I'm just saying. Okay. Don't know if you got shot. My brain is like, if you got shot, even if it was just your ear, it would have cost a little bit more than just the tip. But that's just me. I'm not a doctor, not an armor. No, that's not what it's called. Anyways, and then the other one at the golf course. If you've seen the guy, why didn't y'all non-lethal bullets before he got near the thing, near the hose? Because isn't it Secret Service job to go ahead, check the area, to make sure there's no, I don't know, I'm not in Secret Service. I thought that was their job. But, and then the other one, I can't remember what the other one was. And then this one. Did y'all not do a sweep of the building? And if you did a sweep, how did he get into the building? Because the way that I understood it was said, that it was told, that he just walked through the front door. Really? It wasn't locked down? POTUS was there. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I don't like that word, POTUS. That's a weird word. I know it's a correct word, but I don't like it. It's weird. But that's just me. I'm a keeper of words. Even if I can't say them, I'm a keeper of words. So that brings me back to them Lego clips. Y'all fast. Y'all fast and I love it. Y'all are fast and I love it. Because y'all already made a video about it. And it was like every time your poll numbers go down, you get shot at. And I literally said the same thing. It was in New York. That was the other one. I think it was something in New York. And I think Trump was there. I want to say it was New York. I could be wrong. Like I know there's four. Like this one last night was the fourth one that I remember. That has something to do with guns. And Mr. 4547. It has something to do with him. And it's like, okay, so it's way, and I look, whoever's listening to this, Secret Service, the FBI, the I was gonna say IRS, what the CIA, all that. I am not wanting that man. I'm not wanting him to be hurt. I'm glad that he wasn't hurt. I don't want anybody hurt. Anyone. So I'm not making fun. I'm not making light of him actually maybe almost getting shot. That's not where I'm coming at. What I'm coming at is outside looking in, because I'm not in. So I'm on the outside. I can only tell you what I see and when I'm heard things and how it sounds to me and how it looks to me. And this is purely my opinion. Just mine. Just little old me. Little old me. Only my opinion. And I'm glad that no one was hurt, including the gunman. Because even with him getting shots off, I would rather him be in jail than to be dead. I would rather him be in jail than to be dead. But see, that's just me because I'm a non-violent person. Now, I know I be talking out the side of my neck. And I know I be saying some things. But will I act on them? No, that's just me venting. I vent. But I have never vented to say that I want to hurt a person. I might say that I hope the person that stole my babies, the 3 people, for them to die a slow, painful death. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want anybody to hurt them. I want their bodies to hurt them. That's what I want. I want their bodies to shut down very slowly and very painfully. But I don't want anybody to do anything to them. I don't want to do anything to them. But that still does not mean that I don't have them feelings, because I do. And I know me wishing that, me hoping that on them is only doing it to me. Because believe me, I'm in pain constantly. So I know what I'm wishing, what I'm hoping on them, I'm also doing to me. I know I'm not immune to karma. I know karma is whooping me upside my head, but I hope that she's giving them a few skippity paps too. I'll take my lashings and my skippity paps, but karma, go on to give them theirs too. Go on to give them their skippity paps and them lumps and bumps upside their head. Because I could take mine, because I know what I'm saying. It's not Christianly. It's not right. But that's just how I feel. Because my heart is not healed. And when they did that, it was not even beginning to scab over my heart. So you do this to somebody that was already raw. Like not even, like I was still oozing, not sympathy, I was still grieving heavenly. And then you do that and you took something else away from me in my time of grief. For what? To be bitches, to be whores, to be sons of bitches. Like your actual mother is a bitch. Your actual father is a bastard. Yeah. If I knew their names, I would say their name. I would put a name to your parents. And you are the son of a bitch and a bastard. You're the daughter of a bitch and a bastard. If I knew your parents' names personally. I am talking about the daughter and the son of said parents. If I knew their parents' name. Just so that they don't think that, oh, I'm throwing a boomerang and don't know who. No, if I knew your parents' name, I would say your name, first and last, maiden, whatever. I would say your name, and I would say your mom and daddy's name. Just so you know where my daggers of hate is being aimed. But like I said, that's just me. I know what I'm saying is not right. And I know that karma is giving me all the skippity paps and all the lumps and bumps. But she need to go on and make sure she's giving them also the skippity paps and the lumps and bumps. Like I said, I'm venting. And I'm glad that no one was hurt, including the gunman. Because I would rather him go to jail than to be killed. Because if you kill him, you're not knowing why he did it. But if you take him to jail, he might tell you why. And that's the most important thing. Because if he tells you why, you might find out, or not, that there's other people that have that thought. Now, you don't have to tell me. I don't need to know as long as he don't come fucking with me. That's all I'm saying. I gives no fucks about it. All I'm saying, Mr. 45, 47, stop crying wolf. Because when it happens for real, nobody's going to believe you. Stop crying wolf. That's just my personal advice. You're not going to take it, but I gave it anyways. Just dust it off your shoulders and keep it moving like you're doing. But all I'm saying is, you're going to cry wolf one too many times, and then it's going to be real, and everybody's going to be like, oh, he's at it again. And then we find out it was real, but like, oh shit, it was real this time. Yeah, but so far the last 4 times, I'm just saying. But I'll let y'all go. Everybody, I'm coming here. I'm watching Reese Waters. I think it's Trouble. Anyways, I don't know which version of the Reese Waters that I'm watching. I think it's I'm Troubled. But anyways, he was showing them rushing 47 off the stage last night when the shots. He fell twice. And hey, look, from one person with mad kinks, cause I'm one of the people with mad kinks. So Trump with his mad kinks, and me with my mad kinks. You can't move us fast. We will fall. Do you not understand? Okay, look. Secret Service and everybody that was trying to get him to move, he's 80. And I know he might not be 80 now, but he's 80. And he is 90% Diet Coke, 100% Cankles. Yeah, don't think about the math. I said what I said. And when you're trying to move 80-year-old bones, mad kinks, and Diet Coke for blood, when you're trying to move that fast, look, our equilibrium, and I ain't even made a Diet Coke. I don't even like Diet Coke. Like, I might be made of tea, coffee, orange, grape. I might be made of that. And water, because I like water. If it's cold, I love water. So I might have a little bit of water. I mean, you're supposed to, but I'm just saying. But when you trying to move cankles as big as ours, and I'm throwing me in it. When you trying to move our cankles, look, I'm a brick. He's a boulder. I'm a brick. He's a boulder. And you just can't move it fast. From one kinks to another. We rocking some major kinks. So y'all can't move that man fast. One, can't move him fast because he don't know what's going on. Even if he sit there saying it, he don't know what's going on. He's not here anymore. Y'all weekends at Donnie's. Not at Bernie's, cause look, Bernie, you know, we got rid of him, and I'm not saying we in the sense that I voted for Trump, because I did not. I voted for Kamala, and I said multiple times I did, and I said why I did. So when I say we, I don't mean like we as voters got rid of Bernie Sanders. Well, not Bernie Sanders, shit. Joe Biden. And love Bernie Sanders. If Bernie Sanders was running, still to this day I would vote for him. If I classify as anything, it would be independent. But I digress because we're not talking about who I would vote for. What I'm saying is, y'all can't move cankles that fast because you don't know how water shifts. Yeah, it's in the legs, but see, it's almost like if you got a bucket of water, you're not going to be able to tip the bucket of water to the side because the water that wasn't on that side is going to, you have to know how things like, hey, y'all moved them too fast. Outside looking in, I know y'all was just trying to move him so he wouldn't get shot. But on the inside of his body's like, why are we moving this fast? I didn't have time to get my bearings, and he fell twice. And did I get my 3 chucks? No, I got my 8 chucks. Nope, make it 12. I got 12 chucks off. I know I was supposed to only get 3. Look, you're going to have to spot me the other 9. Because I got my 12 chucks off. And now, y'all got to take it out on my other chuck totem. Because I needed my 12 chucks. Because of how he fell twice. He's okay, obviously, because he's still talking mad cat shit. more cash than the law allowed. And obviously he's allowed to talk cash shit because they're not stopping him. But he's talking more. He's talking more than he should be allowed. So he's okay. So in reality, he's okay. I'm allowed to get my 12 chucks off. Because I did. I mean, deep hearty chuckles from the bowels of the loins. Like my ovaries, from the bottom of my ovaries, and they're no good. From the bottom of my ovaries, that's where I had to dig down and get my full 12 chucks off. And I did. And I got them, and they was hearty, and they were gleeful. But he's okay, so I'm allowed to laugh. If he was hurt, I would still just get my 12 chucks off, and then I'm like, y'all gotta bill me for the other 9. But I got him. But since he's not hurt, that was free 9. Like, he don't want to give us anything else that will help the American people. So he got to let us get our 12 chucks off. I mean, us as a country, us as a nation of people, not nation of the United States, nation of people. That's human race. People, fish, animals, amphibians, reptiles, all of us. Every living thing, including the trees and plants. We are allowed to get our 12 chucks off. We as living organisms, let me say it like that. Because that goes for everything. Plants, animals, insects, humans, pets, or animals, everything. But he fell. And I laughed. Am I sorry? No. And guys, I was right. Carolina Lovett did it. Carolina Lovett did it. I said it. I just told Gary. I said Carolina Lovett did it. And the only reason why I said it is because she said before the dinner even happened, she said, yeah, it's going to be a great evening. It's going to be a hoot. Well, I don't know if she said hoot. Let me put words in her mouth. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling the story. She's like, it's going to be a great party. It's going to be a hoot. You know, classic Trump. It's going to be so funny. Shots are going to be fired. It's going to be great. And it's okay. That's what she said. More likely than words. Maybe some added, maybe some left out. But the gist, she did say fires will be shot and it will be okay. She said that. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, too soon. She was just talking about like jokes. No, she said fires will be shot. So I say that to say, okay, Carolina Lovett did it. Then cut to another clip. One of Fox News pundits that was there was saying that they were sitting beside Carolina Lovett's husband. And after they did the national anthem, everybody's, saluting and all that, salute the flag, sung the national anthem and all that. And they sit down and he leans over and said, okay, so I can only tell you what he said, because they cut her off because she was about to tell all the business. He's like, oh, it's going to be great. And don't worry, you're safe. And, but there's going to be fire. And then they cut her off. So we don't know if it's fireworks, fire shots. But he told her that she was going to be safe. But they cut her off because she was about to tell the game plan. And the game plan was there's going to be shots fired, but they're not real. I think that's what he was going to say. Like I said. Carolina Lovett did it. And I said that earlier. And then watching Reese, and yeah, Carolina Lovett did it. Her husband was trying to tell, because he's an older guy. Sometimes older guys are very chatty Cathys. Chatty Cathys and Chatty Johns. I just made the John part up. But Chatty Cathys and Chatty Johns They are, and he seemed like he a chatty John, and so he was just, hey, why not? Need somebody to talk to. My wife ain't bothered me. My wife ain't paying no attention to me because the man she wants to be with is over on the other side of the room. My word's not his. But yeah, Caroline Lovett did it. Caroline Lovett did it. She told on herself and her husband told on. I mean, when I heard about it, literally when they was like, oh, it was a shot at the dinner, I said, Nikolai struck again. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, because at that point, at the point of Josiah talking about it, because that's where I heard it from, Potter and Politics, Josiah. And when he was talking about it, this is before we knew everything that we know now. And when he said it, I said, oh, how did he get in? Did they kill the man? Did he kill himself? Because, that's what they like to say. Oh, it was a murder-suicide. But, okay, so did he get killed or did he shoot anybody? Nobody got shot. And at first I thought he was dead. We found out he didn't die. He got arrested. Was happy because did not want to see nobody get hurt or die.
I'm going to borrow Gloomy Gus.
Why are you going to borrow Gloomy Gus? Because why?
I have an idea. I will put him in the corner of my room.
For what?
Just to put it there.
But he was laying on the bed.
I'm not going to get dirty.
We figured out Caroline Lovett did it. She's the one, her husband. Now I'm not going to say that they did it. I'm saying that their banking account might be linked. No, you know what? It's fake news. I don't like being facetious.
Gloomy Gus is a thin man.
Gloomy Gus is a thin man. He is a handsome
I thought he was
man.
chubbier than this.
No, he's same size. He's like, I am the gloomiest of the Gus.
My covers are covering my entire bottom part of the bed. The babies are fighting up under my bed.
Well, I mean, you better hope that, because Ori, when she gets wild eyes, you better run away from her, because that means she's on a rampage. But yeah, so my opinion, Caroline Lovett and her husband did it. They were not the shooters, but they knew about it because the words. And if they didn't know about it, I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying that they might. I'm just saying it was a skit. But then Secret Service tackled the guy before the skit could be done. Now, you know what I just thought about? Literally what just popped in my head. Y'all gonna be like, bitch. Okay, so what popped in my head was, Gary, what was that name of that movie? 6th Dimension, 9th Dimension. Gary, what was the name of the movie?
Which movie?
With Bruce Willis, 6th Dimension, 9th Dimension.
Oh, Sixth Sense.
No.
Oh, the Fifth Dimension.
5th Dimension. That's what just popped in my head when Bruce Willis' character told that man to go. He's like, hide right here. And he put the man in the refrigerator. That's literally what just popped in my head when I was thinking of, no, you know what? Wrong movie. Right person was in it, but wrong movie. It wasn't. It was kind of 5th Dimension when Bruce Willis put the man in the freezer, closed the freezer, and the man froze. So that was also popping in my head. But what also popped in my head was Rush Hour 2 when that girl was dancing as Bonnie and Clyde, and the bald-headed girl, and she was the map. That also, when they was on stage and she crawled through the car and then they really shot up the car, that's also that's what also popped in my head. I forgot what the girl's name was. I forgot what the name of that, whatever she was, like the little map thing. So yeah, that's them two movies. And the reason why I say same person, but kind of not, because Chris, I say Farley, love Chris Farley. What's his name? Chris Tucker was in both Fifth Dimension and Rush Hour 2. So yeah, both Chris movies is what pops in my head. It's just Bruce Willis' character. The freezer part is what popped in my head. And then the Bonnie and Clyde, I'm going to say burlesque scene in Rush Hour 2 is what also popped in my head. So yeah. And Jojo Rabbit. If y'all ever seen that. That movie is. I was like, how did I even? Because I was watching Jojo Rabbit and I was like, okay, I guess. If y'all seen Jojo Rabbit with Scarlett Johansson, I was about to say Haley Joe. I was about to, hey, look, he lived rent free in my head. Haley Joe Osment. But Scarlett Johansson, she was the mother of Jojo in Jojo Rabbit. And, yeah, I mean, I watched it because I didn't realize what it was about. But it was like, okay, I don't understand. But it's not for me to understand. But yeah. I wonder with him getting hurt, did that, you know what, Keita, you going way too far into it. Because I mean, just because I know history, and I know, you know, Keita, shut up. I'm shutting up. But yeah, he fell. And that was the last video. I meant Caroline Lovett did it. Her and her husband, they knew about it. And Fox News cut off their pundit so that she wouldn't tell the biz or the deeds.